What's going on, everybody? This is HBCU Game Day. Stephen J. Gaither here, and we got a very special treat for you. It's February, Black History Month, but also here on the East Coast, and this year in Baltimore specifically, that means CIAA tournament. Now, when you think about CIAA tournament, that means a lot of things to a lot of different people, right? It means basketball to a lot of people, parties to a hell of a lot of people, and then it also means Super Saturday and cheerleading to a lot others. And that's where our guest for today comes in. Her name is Renee Foster. She is a graduate of, let me straighten my back, I have to, Winston-Salem State University. And she is also a former cheerleader and a cheer enthusiast. And she has talked to a collection of coaches in the CIAA about their plans for Super Saturday. So wanted to bring her on and just chat with her about that, as well as the coaches. So Renee, welcome to HBCU Game Day.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm super excited that we are finally getting this project off the ground. We've been talking about it for a while now, so I'm glad that we're able to finally have CIAA tournament again this year, as well as also have CIAA Super Saturday, which includes my favorite event, the cheerleading exhibition. So yeah.
Yeah, cheerleading exhibition obviously is a huge deal. It's been around, I think, I don't know, probably since the 90s or so, and way back when, or even maybe even before that, I'm not sure. But if you know, but obviously a big thing. I know when you were at WSSU and CIAA in Charlotte, it was a big time. Just what is so special? What makes Super Saturday special to you?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's definitely one of the highlight signature events of CIAA. I mean, to me, it is CIAA Super Saturday, right? Like, I feel like every other, kind of little event is a filler, but people are coming to see the CIAA cheer teams put their best routine forward. And, for decades, like you were saying, I think it even dates back to the 80s, but for decades, cheerleading teams in the CIAA have showcased routines that display their athleticism, their school pride or school spirit, their cheer athleticism, and their talents. And so, a lot of what athletics is everything but cheerleading, right? Even sometimes the band supersedes that. And so this is the one event that really puts the spotlight on those teams. And as you know, or as we've discussed, Stomp and Shake cheerleading is kind of the brand of CIAA cheer. And so all of these teams are, going to put their best Stomp and Shake routine forward. What I love about CIAA cheer is each team has their own unique style. And so if you go to other cheer competitions where cheer style is traditional, you're going to see a lot of the same things, right? Just who's the cleanest, who's the sharpest, who has the best. But with CIAA, you're getting a whole different experience. And that's what I love so much about this event. And I think what a lot of people love about it as well.
Yeah, I know. I think one of the things I saw on your Twitter a while back, one of the things I saw on your Twitter was that I guess when it was in Raleigh and you were younger, that the Super Saturday goes back even further than just performing in Charlotte. It goes back to there. Talk to me about that experience and what that was like for you, and how that kind of maybe built your love for Super Saturday at the CIAA.
Yeah, I think it dates back to 2001. So at that time, I would have been 11 years old. But my mom was always very adamant about like getting me around Black culture because we live in a very rural area. Very it's Black people, but it's not you know everybody's not a college grad, and the goal was to get me to college, right? And so CIAA Super Saturday really offered the opportunity for kids around the area to really see what everything was about, what HBCU culture was about. And I just specifically remember, and at that time I was cheering in middle school, or about to cheer in middle school, so just super excited about seeing the cheerleading exhibition. And I had no idea what I was heading into, right? I'm thinking it's gonna be traditional cheer, but I specifically remember Winston-Salem State that year. And we, now that I've cheered, I know that it's called Thriller, but as a kid, I'm sitting in the stands. I see tombstones on the court. I'm like, what's going on? And then you hear the Thriller like intro come in. And then you see you see these women and you see these guys, and they're like white uniforms, but they have like makeup, and they're imitating the moves from Thriller. And then from there they go into the most energetic and high powered stomp and shake routine. Their dancing is on point, and it left such an imprint on me. And it was like, if I ever go to that school, I want to be a cheerleader. And lo and behold, nearly 10 years later, there I was cheering in that same uniform and on that same court in 2011. So it's really a full circle event for me. It's something that I really hold near and dear. So I'm really no stranger to this event. You know how some people are like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I am really true to CIAA and the cheerleading exhibition at Super Saturday.
No doubt, obviously a great recruiting tool. So you and I are
For
both
sure.
you and I are both WSSU alumni, and obviously they have a great tradition there that you're a part of. But we did want to, in the name of spreading love to the CIAA, we did talk to coaches at 4 other CIAA schools,
Right.
and so how fun was that to get to interact with them and kind of find out how they view CIAA Super Saturday, especially coming out of a pandemic.
Oh, it was really great to connect with those coaches, especially coaches who were either coaching when I cheered, or they cheered before me, or meaning time wise. And so it's like they get it, they understand it, but they are coaching teams who don't. Actually, there are some coaches who they've only had one person who's actually gone to CIAA tournament, and everybody else is new and never been and doesn't know what to expect. And then to learn how they've had to adjust with practicing and things in light of COVID was really something that was a little, I guess, jarring for me, because in my mind I'm like, if it was me and my team, we wouldn't protocols where we got to practice, we got to get this routine. But then I have to think that if you're also thinking about safety and the development of your athletes, you're also going to do whatever is safest. So to learn that some practices were virtual, and some things were virtual was really eye-opening for me. But as I've known and seen all these years, the dedication has not wavered at all. These coaches love what they do, they love their schools, they love their cheerleaders. And so I think that's what's really going to resonate on Saturday when that state, when the lights go down or go up or whatever. We're gonna see that love that everybody has for what they're doing.
Awesome. So great. Without any further ado, we want everybody to make sure they check out the interviews that Ms. Foster has done with the coaches at Elizabeth City State University, at Virginia State University, at Fayetteville State University, and at Livingstone College.
Yeah, sure. So this first interview was with Coach Carver at Elizabeth City State University, where the D-Lights are preparing for their high-powered routine that they will perform on Saturday.
Okay, my name is Sylvia Carver, and I've been the cheerleading coach at Elizabeth City State University for 5 years.
That is so awesome, Coach Carver. I'm super excited to be having this conversation with you today. As you know, HBCU Game Day is excited to learn about the coach's experience leading up to CIAA Super Saturday, as it is held for the first time in Baltimore this year. And so we are excited to have you a part of our Return to the Stage segment. And I just have a few questions to ask you. The first being, tell me about your experience with CIAA Super Saturday in the chair exhibition. Is this what number is this for you, and how many have you been in? Did you cheer in one? Just tell me about your chair exhibition experience.
Okay, this would be number 4 for me. So it would have been 5, but COVID. Well, actually, no, did we do COVID 2020? No, we missed it because of COVID. So this would be number 4 for me. I'm really excited. I've been growing each year. So the first year I started off really small, but I only had 5 people. This year I'm taking 11. So it's going to be different and new because it's in Baltimore. So Charlotte is kind of like my backyard, so to speak. I know a whole lot about Charlotte, but Baltimore is going to be a little different. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous about it at the same time.
Yeah, can you just kind of describe some of your feelings around, I'm sure it's very, exciting, nervous feeling, but just kind of talk about like, what are some things that maybe have you feeling a little bit nervous?
Well, I know that there's a lot of HBCUs in North Carolina, particularly CIAA. So I'm hoping that the big crowd that we're used to having in Charlotte, I hope that they'll travel up to Baltimore. But I know on the flip side, some of the CIAA schools that are from up there, I know they're probably excited that finally for a chance their people can come. But I just want people to come out. I'm not sure if maybe COVID is going to make people nervous and the numbers are going to go down. I just want people to be able to see not only my team's hard work, but all the CIAA schools hard work. I just want them to be able to see us on that Super Saturday.
Yeah, totally. I agree with that. Tell me a little bit about your personal cheer story and what led you to become a coach.
Okay, so I've been a cheerleader all my life or a dancer in some capacity. So I'm from the Elizabeth City area. I went to high school there. I got a scholarship. So I did go to North Carolina State for undergrad, but I returned back to my Viking home for graduate school. So I know a lot of the D-Lights. I did a semi-pro team with a few D-Lights and I met them. And I knew the former coach, Miss Ruth. So it just so happened I ran into her when she was leaving. And I told her I was interested. So I came in for a couple of interviews and then I was fortunate enough to get the job. So I'm very excited about that. I just love cheerleading. I am the lady in the store that's dancing, singing. I am that person, but that's okay. So my girls know that and everybody that knows me knows that. It's just in me. So I love the fact that I'm able to share my experience and the things that I've done with the younger girls.
That's so awesome to hear, Coach Sylvia. As you know, me being a former CIAA cheerleader myself, I know that preparing for the exhibition performance can be tough with long and grueling practices. How do you motivate your team to push through and do their best, even when you know that they are exhausted and stretched to the max?
I definitely try to encourage them. I generally have a lot of energy, so I try to just keep motivating them. I try to tell them, all right, y'all, we're gonna do 4 full outs and then we'll take a break and then we'll come back and do it again. We'll take a break. So I try to give them stuff to look forward to. I recently just gave them the weekend off because we had went like 3 weeks straight. Like it was just go, 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 go. So I try to give them something to look forward to. It's kind of like, all right, y'all, we get a little breather this time. Go ahead and get your outfits together, get your hair did, all that good stuff. And they know that this week we're going to come back ready to rock and roll for CIAA week. And I'm fortunate I have some really good captains that motivate the girls as well. So they get the coach perspective and they get people who are like actually in there doing it, trying to motivate them. But they know that the finish line is near and we want people to see the hard work that we're putting in.
Yes, I agree. Those breaks are needed to refresh and recharge and to come back ready to wow the fans and just make an impact. That being said, without giving away any details about your team's performance, because I do know that CIAA teams hold their routines close to chest, everything's very top secret until the actual performance day. But without giving away any details, what can we expect from your team's routine as they return to the stage next Saturday at CIAA Cheer Exhibition?
All right, so there's a line in there that goes, "We're back." So that's kind of something that's in there. And I'll say high energy. It's very high energy.
Okay, love that. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring. And I believe that we can probably even say that there's going to be a running theme with a lot of teams because mean, everybody's been on hiatus. So I am excited to see how a lot of teams, frame their routine around that. And I think it's going to be really exciting to see along with that, what message or impression are you hoping that your team has on the crowd and just, anybody that attends CIAA Super Saturday? What are you hoping that people walk away with after they watch your team's performance?
I hope they realize that we have a lot of Viking pride. I hope they realize that we have a lot of energy and we worked really hard to put together what we did. And it's not just something we threw together. Every detail, voiceover, song, formation, everything, like everything has a point and a purpose. And I hope they see it and appreciate all the hard work that we've done.
Yes, I love to hear that. It sounds like you all are really, careful about the details and you want people to understand that. And I love that so much. Speaking on something that we've talked about, and I've even talked about with other former CIAA cheerleaders and my own teammates and my own coaches, can you describe some of the common misconceptions that surround CIAA cheerleading and some of them that you would like to dispel?
Sure. They think we aren't athletes. They think we don't work as hard as some of the other people. If anything, we probably work just as hard, if not harder. Our season, as we were talking about before we officially got started, our season really does start in the March, beginning of April. That's when we have tryouts. And then it goes all the way until the end of February. So the amount of time and the work that it takes, we come up with our own stuff. We do our own music bits. We do our own voiceovers, own ideas. Like, it's just a lot of hard hours and hard work that we put into it. And people just think it's easy. They think, oh, y'all just there, y'all look uniform, y'all looking cute or whatever. I mean, we want to look nice and presentable as well, but we take time to craft the skill that we're doing, which is cheer.
Yes, that's so awesome. Thank you so much, Coach Sylvia, for sharing that and talking with me today. Before we leave, would you please give us a little bit of that Viking pride and cheer on the Vikings as they are going to Baltimore to compete and hopefully bring home some hardware for ECSU? Give us a little shout out.
All right. Of course, I'm gonna shout out my girls, the D-Lights. D''Lytes. Let's go, girls. Viking pride.
Thank you so much, Coach Sylvia. Thank you for joining me today. I cannot wait to see the D-Lights in action, and safest of travels to Baltimore as you all embark and wow everyone with your performance at CIAA Super Saturdays cheerleading exhibition. I am Renee Foster with HBCU Game Day, and thanks for tuning in.
Awesome. Well, look, Renee, this has been great. Like you said, this is something, we've been working on, and I know it's very important part of the HBCU Game Day experience is cheerleading, specifically in the CIAA, of course, where they take it really seriously. Let everybody know, where they can find your work on the regular, anything you'd like to plug or just where maybe some of the things going forward that we can expect from you in the cheer lane.
Well, I don't know about all that about anything in the cheer lane, but what I can plug is that these CIAA cheer teams really deserve all of the support, all of the love, the same support and love that the fans give to the basketball team. That needs to be equally spread over to the cheerleading teams. Even if your team loses out on Wednesday, bring your butt back up to Baltimore on Saturday to support these teams. This is when it comes to cheerleaders and even people who love cheer, this is the penultimate event of the CIAA. It really is, like, if I wish there could be more metrics around the event that we can share, but it's really an exciting event. I will plug the day before CIAA Super Saturday, UFIT Cheer and Dance, which is founded and led by two Winston-Salem State University former cheerleaders and cheer coach, Coach Reagan and Coach Estrada, and they are having a high school competition the Friday before, so that Friday evening, and that will be with high schools, and the winning high school will get to perform at CIAA Super Saturday. So if anything, if you're in the area, support these cheer events, support these athletes. They are athletes, contrary to what people may believe. And that's one thing that I gleaned from these interviews is that everybody is putting their heart and their soul and their blood, their sweat, and their tears into this, and they need that love and support. So that's what I'm going to plug. I'm wishing everybody safe travels to Baltimore this week. I'm wishing everybody all the luck. And just have fun. Like, we've been locked down and isolated. So now it's time to have a good time and, reunite, reconnect, And let's get into some CIAA basketball and cheerleading.
Awesome. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you so much, Renee. I can't wait for the next project that we work on. I really appreciate your time and effort with this. Again, so CIAA Super Saturday will take place on February 26th. And it'll be at the end of a long week. I can't lie, I'm gonna try to roll out of bed for Friday night. By the time Saturday morning comes, your boy is done.
Listen, y'all better Gatorade, Pedialyte, stock up now. Whatever you gotta do to find some energy. Everybody listening, find it and get up early and head over. Is it gonna be in the arena? I think it is. Okay. So, or the convention center, wherever it is. Find your way there, whether it's, coffee. Get you some coffee, but everybody make their way on Saturday for sure.